Okay, since ChatGPT is a bit of a geeky kind of topic, uh, I will have some humor here and there, hopefully. My message this morning to you all is get your head off the sand, unstuck your head because artificial intelligence is there. You've been hearing about it left and right. And it's not the first time something like this, disruptive technology like this has happened. It has happened in the past, and some of us kept our heads in the sand. That was not productive. Careers disappeared, jobs disappeared, and we became irrelevant. So we don't want that to happen with artificial intelligence. I do want to tell you that I'm not going to talk about the ethical part of all this, because I think actually that's a great way for you to go on our LinkedIn page, our Facebook page, and actually talk about these things. There's nothing like a controversial topic to bring to social media and animate those conversations over there. So I really wanted to, since the interface of ChatGPT, as we'll see in a second, is very, very simple, I took the freedom of thinking of these life hacks in a little different way, because I really wanted you to see where all this is coming from, the evolution of the technology. How did this all start, right? And I guess one simple way to explain and talk about neural networks, which is what's behind artificial intelligence systems, is to think about your cell phone and the fact that you write a word and your cell phone is completing the sentence for you. So this is called predictive text. And basically what the system is doing is based on even your style of writing, things you've written in the past, and even websites you visited in a few browsers such as Safari and maybe I think Chrome for now as well. It really can complete sentences for you. Another way to think about it, this is a photo that I took last night of my TV interface when I was on Netflix looking for a movie. And so I write, I don't know if any of you has this kind of interface, but I press the character B and immediately I have like the 4 characters around that are more likely to follow the letter B. And you may tell me, but this is all very, very, very boring and very small. And you're right. So basically, these systems, which have been in place for the last 4 years or so, are very, very limited. They're limited to characters in this case. They're limited to words in the case of predictive text. So the big, I guess, breakthrough came with a company based in San Francisco, actually, Open.AI. And what they were able to do is, they thought, what if we could do this not only with characters and simple words, but with the whole kind of books, recipes. These are legal documents, charts, graphics, piles of books, piles of files, even images, and even memes of those images. So what if we had all this humanity kind of memory able for these, artificial intelligence systems to tackle? And we're talking about neural networks, but we're talking about something called recurrent neural networks, which are actually adding to the information that these systems have from us humans, right? So this is really, in a nutshell, what's at the basis of these things, GPT-0, GPT-1, GPT-2, and these things existed, though we hardly heard of them. And now we are at GPT-4. And there's a letter out there written by Elon Musk and signed by 32,000 people, scientists all over the world, suggesting that we should halt research and development beyond this GPT-4 because we're not really sure what we're doing. Anyway, I asked ChatGPT, by the way, will this letter be successful? And ChatGPT told me no. Laboratories around the world will find ways to continue that research beyond GPT-4. ChatGPT is free for now. So I recommend that not now, but after our session today, you head to chat.openai.com and you create your free account. And so what I did, and being Portuguese, I thought, okay, what's something I can ask ChatGPT and I can actually verify the validity of the answer. So I asked ChatGPT, give me the main points of the history of Portugal. And at this point, I do want to change to the actual interface. So there'll be a little bit of back and forth here. I'm sorry, but I have the text here, and here is the very simple interface of ChatGPT. So you see that I have a new chat. There's the history of things that I've asked in the past, and I just go here and I paste the question or the sentence. Give me the main points of the history of Portugal. I press enter, and ChatGPT starts telling me things that actually are very true. It's splitting through several centuries, formation in early kingdom, 12th century, age of discoveries, etc. So, and as you can see, it took what, less than half a second to start spilling out things, right? So, and I can always stop generating, or I can just ask something else, right? And I actually asked for, give me the history of Portugal in verse. So I'm going to say, stop generating and now do this. Give me the history of Portugal in verse. And sure enough, there it is in verse. Perfect rhymes, quite beautiful actually. So I'm going to stop the generation and I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint, put it in projector. And as you can imagine, each time that I ask for these things, I have different responses. And you'll see that I actually am given the opportunity to evaluate the level, the quality of those responses. So here is what I got. Very beautiful. In ancient lands where time unfurls, a tale of Portugal, a land of pearls, from Lusitania's Roman embrace to Moorish conquest's lasting trace. And I thought of, okay, let me think of something a bit more related with consultants. So I came up with this crazy question. Is there a positive aspect to the imposter syndrome that is common among consultants? And I added this because I was hoping ChatGPT might actually address this and say, maybe it is not that common, but no, it let it go. It focused on the first part of the question. And yes, it told me while imposter syndrome can be challenging to deal with, there can be some potential positive aspects associated with it, even for consultants, and came up with 5: humility and continuous growth, empathy and relatability. And I regenerated the response, which you see here. And I got a second response by the same system, of course, that was slightly different, worded a little different: drive for continuous improvement, humility and openness to feedback. These are some of the positive aspects of imposter syndrome. And then I was given the chance, you see here at the bottom, of evaluating if this response was better or worse or the same as the previous one. And this little thing here is really the core of what artificial intelligence system is: learning from us, evaluating really the value of each answer, right? So I did want to tell you that another thing that ChatGPT is give a style to an answer. So I asked for, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but a quippy news article about how ChatGPT could change academia. And I'm not going to write all this, but I kind of marked the kind of phrases that give this answer that tone that I'm looking for. It's turning heads, it's making waves, and then this way of starting sentences. But ChatGPT isn't just limited to small talk, but ChatGPT's impact doesn't stop there. So you can actually ask for particular style to your in your responses. Okay, so I have news for you. The future is not free, and it is not because GPT-4 at this moment is not free. But I did want to talk a little bit about it. And I am reminded of an email that Diane Ployce, who is in this call, sent me the other day, where she told me, Anna, I heard that you can transform a website like sketched on a piece of paper, hand drawn, into a full-blown website. Is this true? And so it is true. And this guy, Greg Brockman, is one of the co-founders of the San Francisco firm, the OpenAI. Everybody's waiting for them to start stocks, and I'll be one of the ones buying from stocks. Anyway, here's Greg, and he's showing us a sketched idea of a website. And so what he does is that this is him taking a picture with his cell phone. He posted this on something called Discord that some of you may be familiar with a ChatGPT, engine under it, not sure how. And here's the website generated. And the time from here to here, 1 minute or less. So very exciting, a little scary, but from a hand-drawn diagram to a full website with GPT-4. Okay. So I did not want to end this. I have, I think, 3 minutes left. I did want to introduce you to an example of something practical you can do. A program called LOVO.AI, and it's web-based. So you go to LOVO.AI, and again, you create your free account. This is just a video I highly recommend you watch. Generated humans, 100,000 humans that don't exist. I don't have the time to show it here, but let's go to LOVO.AI, which is text to speech, a bit like Otter.ai that some of you may use, in very realistic, natural human voices, and it's using uh, a artificial system under it. So this is Lovo.ai. It's got different systems, AI systems, and one of them is called Jenny, and that's what I'm going to use. So once you create your free account, you get this interface here where you got your workspace, and I'm going to create a new project. And it's asking me, will it be a voiceover only or a video? I'm going to say video, and I'm going to create. And then it's asking me, so this is the video area where I'll see my video. This is the timeline. Any software with time-based media like audio or video will have a similar timeline. Here are my tools. So instead of copying and pasting text here, what I'll do is that I'm going to go to my cheat sheet here. And I just did the training on Canva. Some of you may be familiar with. So I'm going to use their artificial intelligence writer here. And I'm going to say, what content are you trying to make? I'm trying to do a YouTube video, but yeah, I could be doing a podcast, Marisa, but I'll be doing a YouTube video. So I'm going to say next, and I'm going to paste that text that I had. So training on Canva to help consultants and small business owners create their own marketing digital assets. So my audience is consultants, and small business owners. What is your objective? I'm going to say educate. What is the format of the video? It's going to be a tutorial. How long? I'm going to say 2 minutes. And what is the tone that I want? Do I want it professional or informative or persuasive or friendly? I'm going to say maybe persuasive. Okay, so create. And what it's doing right now, what it is doing is it's writing a script for my YouTube tutorial on Canva based only on that little sentence I gave the program. Of course, the demographics, my audience, the length of the video, my goal, and the town. So we have to be a little patient here. Creating my script. And once it's done, here it is. I can make it longer, make it shorter, maybe change the tone, but I will leave it as is, and I'm going to say edit and insert. I'm going to edit to my project, and here it is. It's assigned to this speaker called Kyle, and I have to generate all these text so that it's actually told by these speakers that are not real. And I can hear any of them, right? So let's hear, for example, this one.
Hey there, fellow consultants and small business owners. Today, I wanted to share with you an awesome tool that can help you create beautiful marketing digital assets in just a few clicks.
So some of these are a bit more robotic than others. If I don't like the speaker, I go here and I say, okay, let me see, who do I want? Maybe I want a female speaker. So I have the ability to.
Vibbit was sitting on an overturned and empty cask, close by the gate of the barricade.
And I have premium voices, I have emotional voices that are particularly appropriate for things like entertainment, audio dramas, things like that. But I'm going to go with my Chloe here. Once I select her, you'll see that I have to regenerate because it's now a new speaker, right? And all of this is now in my timeline, speaker by row. I now have 2 speakers, right? And just to finalize, I want to tell you how I'm going to bring my video that I recorded early this week because I was doing a tutorial on Canva. So I'm going to go to my resources, choose the video. I could go to my computer and choose it from there, right? But I already have it in my assets, and I'm going to add it to the project. Here is the video. I started here anyway. So here it is. And in this video that I recorded using Zoom, one person only, me and Zoom, which is a great cheap way to do this kind of thing.
Hey there, fellow consultants and small business owners. Today, I wanted to share with you an awesome tool that can help you create.
I'm going to skip to Chloe.
And that's perfect for businesses who want to create their own marketing materials with ease. With Canva, you can design anything from social media posts to marketing brochures.
So here we go. Voiceover narration, such an expensive thing that you can add to your marketing, right? And so cheap in this case. Of course, the tool is not free if you want more sophisticated things. But the way this whole thing would end then is that, just to summarize what I did, I just created with artificial intelligence writer, I created a script from a very simple sentence for my tutorial on a software called Canva that I meantime illustrated with using the video capabilities of Zoom. And then I would just export as a video, of course. Okay, so it's telling me, okay, name.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're going to need to wrap pretty soon.
Sure. No, and that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. Just in closing, because this is about ChatGPT, I do want you to know that in the July session, Bacon will have a speaker, Terry Brock, that's one of the things it's going to focus on is exactly ChatGPT. So I highly encourage you to attend that session. So for me, that's a wrap.
Fantastic. That's like amazing.